Police department. Oh. And I'll explain to you what happened. I'll explain to you what happened.
He shot him 30.
You're not going to tell me to go anywhere. Okay. I'm going to talk to you, or we're going to get a search warrant and kick down the door.
Name and badge number.
Well,
name and badge number.
You're going to let us talk before we start, and then I'll give you my name and badge number.
Name and badge number.
Well, I will tell you that here in a second.
Name and badge number.
We need to speak to your husband.
When cops raid the wrong homes, things can go from bad to worse in seconds. What's supposed to be law enforcement turns into intimidation, trespassing, and outright abuse of power. In this video, you'll see what happens when officers cross the line and how everyday people stood their ground and fought back.
Tried to bite me.
You came in here in his house.
I was told no one was supposed to be here, sir, and the dogs came right at me.
We have work permits to be here.
This officer had a warrant to enter Mr. Wilson's house, and they showed up at his door. Of course, you'd think he did everything right, but not exactly. Things took a turn because of the officer's mistakes as soon as he got to Mr. Wilson's front door. For some reason, he decided to go inside without knocking. That was the first in a series of mistakes he made that day.
On a Mr. Wilson, minor has him. He's ready for pickup on our warrant. 10-4. See faction over to the SO. 10-3. 10-4.
It's a little strange that he didn't knock and tried to whisper while being as quiet as possible. It's almost like he knew someone was inside. If he had just made one attempt to announce he was there, everything that happened afterward could have been avoided. But the officer acted like he owned the home just because he had a warrant. He kept walking through the house freely.
Warrant 1947.
What was supposed to be a routine check, or even a conversation, turned into complete chaos because the officer acted like he was on some kind of secret mission. Instead of handling things directly, if he already had a reason to be there, he kept walking through the house, an apartment for no clear reason. But hold on, the real trouble hadn't even started yet.
1515.
Go ahead.
Scene clear, sir.
Scott County's still waiting for their deputy to arrive on scene. They will let us know when scene is secure.
Ten-4. Like
1515.
we're gonna be on scene. Mileage 8.2.
Yeah.
Instead of following protocol for an open-door property check, the officer jumped straight to clearing the house alone and without waiting for backup. He didn't call the owner, he didn't knock, and made no effort to announce himself, which is the standard in situations like this to avoid escalation. But from the start, he acted like he was raiding a cartel hideout.
At a white house, third down from the stop sign from Main Street on Davis Street for a property check. The owner is not at home and the back door is completely open. Going to clear house now.
As the officer moved deeper into the man's house, his actions became even more questionable. No communication, no coordination, just silence broken by the officer shouting at a dog as if the animal was the threat here. The situation lacked control, professionalism, and even basic caution. What came next would show just how reckless this operation was about to become.
North or South Davis?
This is going to be North Davis. Police department. Holy 628, any manager. Shots fired on dog.
Despite a visible sign warning that dogs were inside, the officer entered with zero caution and then pulled the trigger. Shooting the dogs wasn't just unnecessary, it was a brutal failure to follow even the most basic procedures for handling pets during a property check. He didn't pause, didn't assess, didn't care. The sign was ignored. The animals paid the price, and this was only the first show of force, not the last.
Hey, stop right there, stop!
What are you doing? Why did you come?
There's no... They tried to attack me, sir.
Why did you come in this house?
There is a lady here that's supposed to be here. There's no one supposed to be here, ma'am.
We are allowed to be here to work. Yes, we are.
I was told no one was allowed to be
You
here.
were told wrong. You were told wrong. Now this
That dog tried to bite me, ma'am.
You should not have come.
That dog tried to bite me. The door was unlocked. I was making sure everyone was okay.
You're shaking like a leaf.
I'm all right.
Why would you come in? Aaron is going to die. Why did you do that?
That dog tried to attack me, ma'am.
You came in his home.
628, send me another unit.
You came in his house.
Because no one's supposed to be here.
You entered this house. The chief
10-9.
came in here himself and told Aaron it was all right to be here.
Then came the excuses. The officer doubled down, claiming a dog tried to attack him while ignoring the terrified woman right in front of him. No apology, no restraint, just shaky excuses and a call for backup, all while trespassing in a home where someone clearly lived. He spoke like the house was already his to control, but wait, because he wasn't done just yet.
The other day. I want to talk to the chief.
Stay right there, okay?
You shot him 3 or 4 times. You shot that dog. Oh my God. And where is it?
Sir, I have shots fired on a dog. It tried to bite me and attack me when I went into the premises. And Miss Shelley is here. I did, sir.
I'm not Shelley.
It tried to bite me.
You came in here in his house.
I was told no one was supposed to be here, sir, and the dogs came right at me.
We have work permits to be here.
All right, 10-4, sir. Chief is on his way.
We have paper. I gotta check on Ricky. Can I?
6-3-23.
Stay out here with me, please. I need you to stay out here with me.
Can I just check on the dog? He's probably dying.
Okay, let's break this down. The officer claims the dog tried to bite him, as if that somehow erases the fact that he walked into a private home unannounced and opened fire. He ignored the sign warning about dogs. He ignored the people who had legal permission to be there and ignored every principle of responsible policing. And now he wants us to believe he had no choice?
Oh, open the door, please. Just open it all the way. Open it all the way.
Put the dogs up first.
I can't let you do that right now, ma'am. I'm sorry.
You just shot his dog, man.
It tried to bite me.
He came in here. No, man, you just came in here. Why would you do that? You didn't.
I was told no one was supposed to be here. That's why.
The chief came in here and inspected it himself with Aaron. Ricky is in there dying. His dog is dying.
He tried to bite me.
I have to go check on him. He shot his dog.
I went in there to clear the house. No one's supposed to be here. I opened the door and the dogs came straight at me to go for my legs, sir.
Call Mr. Dalton. Because
Chief is on his way.
We can be here to work. We are mowing and stuff like that. We have permission to be here to work.
By this point, it wasn't just the violence, it was the pattern. The officer stuck to the same shaky line. The door was open, the dog attacked, and no one should have been there. But he didn't just make one bad call, he doubled down again and again, even as people challenged him face to face. It's as if he thought repeating the same lie would make it true.
Patricia Williams. And if I can go in there and get my phone, I'll call her. But the dog is in there bleeding.
I get that. Right.
Aaron ain't even here. It's his dog. I can't believe you did that. He came in here and didn't even knock. It's Aaron's.
Okay. So the back door was open.
No, it wasn't.
He says that.
It was open, ma'am.
I wasn't here.
It stays closed. He's
I
lying.
wasn't here. I don't know.
He walked in here, and because the dog's run loose. If you leave the door open, that's why the chains are here. If the door's open, they run out, and we got to go chase him down. He's lying to you. He did not knock or nothing. He came in here and shot that man's dog. I swear to God.
So he has a body camera. Should have.
It's on. It's on.
We're going to review that.
Okay.
Right? But what we're going to
Man's dog is in there dying.
just have a seat right there. I'm going to call Dalton real quick, right?
Now, with the damage done, the officer changed tactics. No more justifying, just silencing. He tried to calm down the situation, not because he cared, but because panic made him look bad. He shot someone's dog, invaded their home, and now expected the victims to manage his discomfort. And as more people learned what happened, his focus shifted from duty to damage control.
Tell him to call Aaron's mom, please. Tell him to call Aaron's mom. Can I go get my phone?
I just need you to stay right here, man.
I am.
You gotta understand, the dog came after me.
He shot Ricky Bobby! Ricky Bobby is shot!
Ma'am, I need you to calm down, please.
He came in your house, Aaron, without knocking. He shot your dog is shot! What? He shot your dog! What? Yeah! Who shot my fucking dog?
I need you to calm down. I need you, no. I need you to calm down and I'll talk to you.
He won't let me go in. I can't check on him.
I need you to calm down. I need you to calm down.
The officer shot the man's dogs, then had the nerve to stop him from going into his own home to see them as they were dying. This showed he wasn't just a bad cop, he was a bad person. Of course, the officer had a silly excuse for what he did, but when you hear what he said, you'll see he didn't care about safety, he only cared about hiding what he had done.
And I'll explain to you what happened. I'll explain to you what happened.
He shot him 3
I was told no one was supposed to listen. Listen. Okay, I can't have you go inside. I'm sorry, I can't have you do that.
Wow, I can't go see my dog.
You gotta understand, there's no telling what weapons are in there. I'm sorry.
There are no weapons in there. Why
I don't know that, sir. We were supposed to do a property check to make sure everyone was okay and that no one's supposed to listen. No one's supposed to be here.
Now you done told another story.
No one's supposed to be here. No one is supposed to be here.
We are mowing.
The chief is on his way up here. No one's supposed to be here. Open the door. Listen, I understand that. I just need you to back up.
Can I go check on my dog?
I can't have you do that. I'm sorry.
Susie, what do you mean?
Please, I cannot have you do that.
You guys are gonna get sued for this.
You gotta understand, when I entered in there, that dog came after me.
The man stood there begging to enter his own home where his dog was dying, and the officer said no. Instead of helping, the cop repeated the same excuse. When the owner got emotional, the officer reached for his gun, not out of fear, but out of instinct. That tells you everything about what's coming next.
It came after me.
You came in the house?
No one was supposed to be here. Everything was unlocked.
You shot my dog.
Everything was unlocked.
What's this guy doing? Will you make this guy go
Probably
on?
on our side.
Hey, sir, can you please leave?
No, he's probably on our side.
Please, sir, can I have you leave? I'm trying to explain everything that's going on to
My
you.
dog's dead in my house, dying right now.
The dog came after me.
What am I supposed to do, Susie?
I want to go in there.
The dog came after me, sir.
Which
You
one
shouldn't
did you
have
shoot?
got Ricky Bobby.
The dog came after me, sir.
You shouldn't have been in the house.
No one's supposed to be here. That's the whole point of me coming here.
You can just come
You
in
don't
and
know
go in
what
the
you're talking
house.
about.
No one's supposed to be here.
You don't
I'm
know.
doing a property check. The dogs came after me.
Grabbing your gun, dude.
I'm not.
What are you doing?
I just need you to stay right there.
I'm going in the house to
I can't have you do that, sir.
You're going to let my dog bleed out right now.
I just cannot have you enter the house, sir.
Dude.
I can't have you do. I can't have you do
No
that.
right for you to go in my house.
Give me a phone.
I don't have my
Can I use the
phone.
phone?
I do not have. It's in there.
Call Patricia Williams, dude, please.
1515, sorry.
Can't believe you shot my
Dog came after me, sir.
You walked in the house.
No one was supposed to be here. You got to understand that.
Now, we have a work
For
permit.
the daytime hours.
No one has told me that. No one. No one.
And you just shot my dog.
The owner finally pushed past him. The officer's tone shifted from arrogance to panic. Suddenly, he was sorry. Suddenly, shooting the dog wasn't something he wanted to do. But that apology wasn't for the man, it was for himself. Because now he realized what was coming. When you raid the wrong home, you have to be responsible for that. But the second someone stood up to him, called for backup.
Because he came after me. I did not shoot your dog because he was just there.
I want your badge number now.
628. 628.
All right.
My dog's in there dying, bro. You know what?
I'm sorry. He came after me.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry. You think I want to shoot a dog? You think I want to shoot a dog? Seriously.
You're losing your job.
You're for that. You're going down.
Guys, I cannot have you go inside. I'm sorry.
You're going down.
Please do not go inside.
Are you gonna shoot us?
No.
You know you're for that, man. We have a permit to be here.
Please stay right there.
You out of registry.
628. Premises someone just went into the house. I need an additional unit over here immediately. Hey, you need a little help over here, guys.
Yeah, you need a little help.
363, are you on
My
scene?
dog's laying in there
What do you
dead.
need?
Yes, I'm on scene.
My dog's in there.
Jody!
My dog is in there dead.
He's dead.
They went inside the house and they came out.
We have a work permit to be here.
Okay, that's fine. We're getting all that stuff.
Okay, and he entered that
I
house.
just got off the phone.
He entered the house.
Okay.
We're gonna work.
The officer even tried to shift responsibility. He blamed the chief, the dogs, and even the open door as if he had nothing to do with any of it. But no one ordered him to shoot, right? No one told him to barge in without knocking. That was his decision. And now, standing over a dead dog in a stranger's home, he wanted people to believe he had no choice.
He
This
came in
man
the house.
just walked in my house and my dog got on and he shot my dog and killed him. My dog's in there dead.
We have permission to do I can't.
Quit the yelling, okay?
He killed my dog's dead.
I get
My
it.
dog is dead.
That's a stressful situation. Yes, absolutely. Very stressful.
Stressful.
Do you get it? Do you guys get it?
Jody, he said
If somebody
he
came
told
to
him
your
to
house
come
and
and
shot
check
your
the
dog,
house.
I get it. Absolutely. We hadn't been in there for
363, 628, be advised, 621 is en route.
Sir, what had happened was the chief told me to come over here and make sure no one's in the house. I go in there, the back door's open. So I entered, called the chief. I asked him if he wanted me to proceed, sir. He said yes. I opened that door and them dogs came after me and tried to bite me. I did not have a choice.
The officer moved from excuses to scapegoats. Now it wasn't just that the dogs came at him, it was because they were pit bulls, as if their breed justified the bullets. But breed isn't a license to kill, and the law doesn't vanish because an animal looks intimidating. He kept saying no one was supposed to be there, but what he really meant was no one was supposed to challenge him, and someone finally will.
These were pit bulls.
They're not bothering me a bit. They're not supposed to be in this house anyhow.
That's what I'm saying. The pit bulls tried to come after me. That's why I had to fire my weapon. These were 2 big pit bulls.
Just calm down. It's all right. I don't know.
No one was supposed to be here.
No, they're not supposed to be here.
The only reason I proceeded is because this was a property check. The chief said, lock up the best you can. I did what I had to do, Jody. I did, sir.
It's all
I
right.
would have never done that if I didn't have a choice. I mean, who the hell wants to shoot a dog, Jody?
I understand. Well, yeah, can we get through that? Can we go ahead and review it now? Because the door wasn't open.
And if the house door wasn't open either, dog.
It's like I'm worried around that guy in the gray shirt. He ain't doing nothing over here, but he's trying to.
Now the officer started rambling about how none of this made sense, how someone else sent him, how the property checks were messed up, how it wasn't really his fault. But you don't just shoot someone's dog because of bad scheduling, and you don't barge into a home and call it routine because a door was unlocked. Everything he said now sounded like someone trying to rewrite a story.
Search for the area of Colin William. So, or any information he wants to know,
All right.
don't tell him a damn thing.
I did what I had to do.
He ain't over here doing nothing but start shit. I understand, and that's fine.
I'm gonna get in trouble somehow through all this.
They're not supposed to be here. They know they're not supposed to be here. This has been going on, but on another deal is I don't know why Kenny just up and decided to send you over here now, because I mean this has been going on for over a year now.
Supposed to be doing a property check.
Yeah, I know. For over a year now, they're supposed to be checking this thing, and they haven't been doing it. So I don't know why he just up and send you all of a sudden. It don't make no sense to me. But as far as you are, don't worry about it. We'll figure out what's going on.
Well, it's all on camera. It's all on camera. All I did, push doors, open. Not supposed to be open.
But after all, the officer casually changed the subject to food. In that moment, he wasn't shaken, he wasn't regretful, he was just ready to move on like it was any other call. That kind of detachment doesn't come from shock, it comes from doing this before. And while he was busy trying to figure out lunch, someone else was already uploading the truth for the world to see.
Next door open, not supposed to be open. 2 dogs come out at me.
Let me figure out.
Actually, let's talk about the Virginia call.
Huh?
I was trying to figure out who that was. Whenever Jordan gets over here, I'll tell him.
Jody.
It's on Facebook. Patricia Williams with me.
I know you was, man.
All the officer could say was that everything had been unlocked, as if that gave him the right to enter, shoot, and then act like nothing had happened. He kept hiding behind the phrase no one was supposed to be here, like it was some kind of legal shield, but the man saw through it and said what everyone else was thinking.
But I was in the living room. The dogs were in the living room with me. The door was shut to the house. The door was shut to the garage.
He's wearing his camera.
Okay.
It was on. We're going to review it.
Only way it would have been open if it was unlocked.
I mean, he knows whether he went in or not.
Did you or not? Don't lie.
There's a property check. Of course I went. Everything was unlocked. It was my job to go in and secure the house. No one was supposed to be here. No one.
We got work permits to be here. We're mowing the yard and shit.
5 o'clock, we was told during the daylight hours. That's what we were told. Nobody ever told us 5 o'clock.
They told us, just like they didn't tell
So,
him nothing.
but either way,
628 secure.
come on, guys. Like, what's the real problem here? Like, you can't be in the house while it's messed up. You can't come in and fix the house. You know what I mean? Like, you guys don't want us to fix it.
And we've done a lot to that house.
I got a dead dog in there, Jody. Does that mean you? It doesn't.
The man had lost the closest thing he had to a child, and he had to hear it die in a hail of bullets. 4 shots. And still, the officer spoke like it was just a matter of protocol. While one man mourned, the other one talked about paperwork. It wasn't just disrespect, it was dehumanizing. And if you think justice is quickly coming, you haven't seen how deep the system protects its own.
Does it? Like, I don't have kids. I wasn't blessed with you know, that my kid's laying in there dead, and there's
blood all over the whole house. He shot my dog 4 times. What kind of bull is that? What kind of bull?
All I heard was pow, 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 pow.
That's fucking man. You're fucked up. Straight up.
Sorry.
I'll be delayed by train.
I lost the dog.
No.
Nothing's going to happen to that man, and it's same thing. I mean, go ahead.
Are you going to listen or keep talking?
I'm listening.
There is to be worked out. She's saying that the door's closed, all that stuff. So yes, we have stuff to investigate on our end. So absolutely, we're going to have to look into this step by step.
There'll be an investigation.
Yeah, we can't
Absolutely. There's going to be a lawsuit.
After all the damage, it turns out the officer raided the wrong house. Can you believe it? He couldn't even screw up the right address properly. He burst in like he was kicking down the doors in a movie and didn't even bother to check where he was. They tried calling it condemned or under construction. But mowing a lawn isn't a demolition site. And if that sounds stupid, it's because it is.
Not just an investigation. There's going to be a lawsuit. Absolutely. It's going to be set in motion tonight. Tonight.
You're right.
It's not your fault, is it? Did you tell him to come in here? That's what he said. If his body cam's on, it'll be on there.
They're supposed to check this place from time to time.
But that means just enter the premises.
I'm 24, 23.
I know what's going to go down. I know I'm going to be dealing with a dead dog, and that's it. That's going to be all there is to it. I'm going to be.
Oh my God! He went to the wrong house.
I was told this house by Dawn.
I just lost my over the wrong house.
This house here is condemned. There wasn't supposed to be nobody here to begin with.
That's what I'm saying.
That's y'all.
Yeah, well,
Y'all knew that.
Didn't you
Because
come in and say
but if it's under construction,
it is? We're mowing the yard and stuff.
that's not construction.
Now that the body cam was heading to the evidence room, the officer finally asked the question he really cared about. He still blamed the dog, still clung to the lie, but his voice was cracking because suddenly the man who burst into the wrong house with a gun was realizing he might finally face something he couldn't control.
I wasn't even here. I wasn't even here. I just pulled up.
But Mr. Kennedy's house is down there.
But Mr.
But Don told him to come here for what? Well, we'll discuss that in a minute.
He killed my dog.
You shot him 4 times. No, he came in the house.
In my house.
He came in the house.
I mean, what do we got? Why can't we all talk together?
Yeah, together.
Instead of
We'll talk here in a second. I'm gonna talk to you.
Ashley, I need to use the phone. I need to call his mom. Ricky could be saved if he's not dead. I can't. He shot him 4 times.
You guys would be in a total different. Y'all would be in a total different mode if y'all's dog was in there laying there with blood all over the house. Like it's a murder scene in there. Yeah.
He came in the garage door
And he was at the
and he
wrong
came in the
house.
house door. I was in there calling with the dogs, taking a break because we've been trying to mow and stuff.
Take him up to the office. Take his body camera. Take his weapon.
Thank you, Chief.
Follow her.
Yeah, 24,
Take his body camera and his weapon.
Yep, go ahead.
10-8-395, stand by, speaking with the subject.
10-4.
Am I getting fired over this, Ashley? The dogs came after me, Ashley.
Deep down, the cop knew he was in trouble. I truly hope he learned his lesson and realized that even police officers have to be held responsible for bad behavior. What do you think? What kind of punishment does this officer deserve for everything he did? Let us know in the comments. Now let's move on to the next case, which is even worse than this one. If you thought the last cop was the worst, meet Officer Ryan Cate. It all started when he came across a closed gate with a sign warning against unauthorized entry along with a phone number to call if access was needed. Even so, he jumped over the gate and entered the property. He claimed he was only there to contact the resident for questioning, but as you'll soon see, this is what happens when police raid the wrong home.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's got a padlock on it. I don't know how big their dogs are. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Yeah.
You might be surprised to learn that in February of 2024, Kate was sued for trespassing. During that incident, he tasered Brian Thompson and wrongfully arrested his mother. Even after being told he couldn't be on the property without a warrant, he still tried to enter. So after seeing there were no real consequences for his actions, Officer Kate chose to act like a tyrant yet again.
Says 5619 there.
792 County. Police Department! Police Department! Police Department!
The moment Officer Ryan Cate's boots hit the ground on the other side of the locked gate, he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. But instead of apologizing when the woman confronted him, he went straight to a threat. "We'll get a warrant and kick down the door." It takes a special kind of ego to break the law and act like you're the victim.
Hello?
Excuse me, you just trespassed on my property.
No.
Go.
No.
Yes, ma'am. You
No.
did. Go.
I have a question. No, you're not going to
No,
tell
he's
me to
not
go
here.
nowhere.
He is
You're
not
not going to
here.
tell me to go anywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to you, or we're going to get a
Get my
search
phone.
warrant and kick down the door.
Go ahead. I'm going to get my phone. I'm going to record.
These people are crazy.
Yeah.
She's been that way this whole time.
Name and badge number.
Okay. Will you let us talk before
No,
we give you
name and badge number.
No, you're going to
Name and badge
You're
number.
going to let us talk before we start, and then I'll give you my name and badge number.
Name and badge number.
Well, I will tell you that here in a second.
Name and
We
badge
need
number.
to speak to your husband.
He is not here. He's not my husband.
Who is he?
It's none of your
You
business.
said he's your husband.
He's not my husband.
And I talked to you before, and you were nothing but nice to me.
What?
I talked to you before, and you were nothing but nice to me. Now you're being rude to
When?
me. Huh? About the whole dog situation. I come out here about that neighbor over there.
Yeah.
And I was nothing but nice.
He's not my husband,
Okay,
though.
but I'm just doing my job.
He's not here. He
Okay.
took the
But I'm just doing my job because there was an assault. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
You did know that.
When the woman told Officer Ryan Cate he was trespassing, he just lied. Not in Texas, he said, like state lines erase private property rights. Never mind the giant sign with her phone number on the gate. He could have called, waited, done anything except climb over and act like he owned the place. But cops like this don't ask. They break in and then rewrite the law to fit their own story.
I did.
How did you know that?
I was there.
Okay, well, unfortunately, here's the deal. Since you're a witness, you're going to need to tell your side.
Yes, I can.
You don't mind?
I don't mind.
Okay, then that's it, and then we'll be out of here.
Name and badge number, sir.
792,
Name?
Ryan Cate.
Okay. Your name, sir?
Brad Devaney.
Badge
1609, Tool
This
PD.
happened in
Thank
Tool.
you.
Did you know that?
Yes, it did. It was at Lucky's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Explain
he's-
to this officer what happened because
Okay.
he's the one taking the report.
Okay, so the situation that happened.
Hold on, we got pen and paper, okay?
Okay, go right ahead. I don't appreciate you guys jumping my gate.
We have to make
No, you
contact.
don't.
Yes,
you
we
have
do.
my phone number is clearly posted
Well,
on the gate.
I'm not gonna sit here and
No,
argue with you.
excuse me,
I'm not gonna sit here and
sir.
argue.
You are technically trespassing.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Really?
No, not in Texas.
What Officer Cate clearly didn't expect was a woman who actually knew her rights. She didn't yell, she didn't back down, she quoted the law to his face. And that's what threw him off. Cops like him are used to compliance, not confrontation. They expect fear, not fact. The moment she held her ground, he started scrambling for control. And as you'll see, cops like this get the most dangerous when they feel powerless.
Go ahead.
Wait a second. Say that one more time.
Not in Texas.
Not in Texas. You're
Go
not
ahead.
trespassing on my property.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Even though it
Go ahead,
states
ma'am. Go ahead,
you
ma'am.
are trespassing, my contact information is posted on several
We're here to
different.
investigate an offense that occurred.
Information is posted on several
We're here to
different.
investigate an offense that occurred.
Several
We're here to-
different
and we're not searching your
aspects
property. We come to
on
make
that no
contact with you.
trespassing sign.
She was this way the last time.
These officers weren't used to being challenged, and it showed. The woman invoked her First and Fourth Amendment rights, refused to give her name, and reminded them, correctly, that being a witness doesn't strip you of your freedom. But instead of respecting that, they tried to push harder. Just because they didn't want her name, they wanted her submission.
What was your name?
This way. So you have a problem with my First Amendment and Fourth Amendment rights?
We're just worried about who got assaulted because
I already tried calling you guys and my call got rejected.
By who?
I don't know.
I'll just tell you, the person
I've been having issues with my phone for a very long time through Verizon.
And if you don't want to give your side of it, you're going to be involved.
I was there. I was there. I told them. I told the gas station.
And then we'll be out of here. Man, what is your name? Let's start with that.
I don't have to actually give my name. You know my name.
I don't know your name.
You do know my name, sir.
I've never met you before.
You do know my name. You're on my property. You're actually trespassing.
I don't know who you are.
You're trespassing. Okay, they're on my property. See, this is my front. They jumped my gate.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
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 Are you going to give your information? Because if not...
I don't have to.
Yes, you do, because you're a witness to a crime.
I am not being charged with a crime.
You're a witness to a crime.
I am not being charged with a crime.
Okay,
therefore,
then let me call the district attorney.
Go ahead.
When she asked for a supervisor, the man who jumped her gate and trespassed without a warrant proudly said, "I am the supervisor." And just like that, it all made sense. The arrogance wasn't a fluke. It was built up into the chain of command. Because when the one breaking the rules is also the one in charge, you're not looking at mistakes, you're looking at a system. And this system is about to expose itself.
I would like to have a supervisor here.
Huh?
I would like to have a supervisor
I am
here.
a supervisor.
You're a supervisor?
Yes.
Wow, that is actually astonishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here to try to get your information. We'll be out of here. So you're going to give your information, that way we can get out of here?
You know my information, sir.
No, I don't know your name.
You have already talked to me previously,
I have talked to you, but I don't keep people's name. I don't remember what it was.
But you have an issue with me giving it right now.
No, just to give it for his information.
Yeah, I don't know you. I've never met you.
I have a very, very big deal with people infringing upon my constitutional rights. For one, trespassing upon my property, jumping upon my gate, going over my property without a warrant. You have done this, correct? You're on my property, yes.
I am.
Yes,
right here on your
you are on my front porch, illegally
Can I get
trespassing.
your statement of what happened?
Please. And then
We can go out there and then we can do this.
Okay, come on.
Go right ahead.
Can you
Go
get
ahead.
your ID and bring it with you?
No, I will not. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You're gonna give me your information though, right?
You can proceed.
I'm not gonna walk behind. Yeah, I'm gonna walk.
I'm going to give you my
not
legal
walking.
information
Okay,
that
come on.
is
I'm gonna walk
actually
with you. Come on.
constitutionally
Come on.
protected,
Come on. Come
and
on.
which
Come
to
on.
give
Come
you
on. Come on.
what I need to conduct your policy
Come on.
after you trespassed on my property.
After trespassing onto her land and refusing to call the posted number and lecturing her about the law he clearly didn't understand, Officer Ryan Kate dared to ask if she'd kindly open the gate so he wouldn't have to climb back over it. That's the punchline. The same man who stormed in like he owned the place suddenly wanted a polite exit. And if that doesn't sum him up perfectly, just wait.
Thank you very much. It's okay, kids. And just to let you know that mother left.
Well, we hope he did. Because
Yes, he did, because I kicked him.
That's good.
I got him in the car after he did. I tried stopping it. If you looked at the video goddamn tapes, which you should have, yeah, did you see me smack him in the head?
I did, man.
Yeah, I did.
That's why I thought maybe you would want to give a statement. Right.
But you trespass on my property, you think it's okay?
It was locked. I couldn't knock on your door. Right.
My phone number is right on the mother sign.
Here. I try to call everybody. We can't call them.
I'm sorry, I can from my gate. I have Verizon.
Okay, well, I don't have Verizon.
Looks like you guys need to upgrade or something.
Looks like you need to just pay attention and do what you need to do. That way we can.
Oh, thank you, officer. I appreciate that.
Can I get your name on? Can you let us out this way, or do we have to climb back over?
Climb back over. That is some funny shit.
The biggest irony in all of this is that Officer Kate demanded respect from the woman after everything he did. After all that, someone really needs to remind him that respect is earned, not demanded, especially not in the way he acted. Maybe they did have the right to speak with her, but they definitely didn't handle it the way they should have.
Yeah, and he still has gate entry.
Who?
That.
Oh well, I don't mind CTing him if you be respectful to me. And if you
I am being respectful, sir. You trespassed upon my land.
And we can to make contact
No,
with you. Yes,
you
we can. I don't know where you get the law
cannot.
from.
You do not have a warrant. You do not have legality. Excuse me, sir. Can you please go? I will give you your information that you need.
Okay.
Pass
I'm not shutting the gate until we talk.
Past my property. I'm not going nowhere.
We're not shutting the
Sir,
gate until I
be
talk.
respectful.
I'm trying to be
Get off
respectful.
my.
You're not.
You jumped my gate.
I did.
Do you know how many meth heads drop over my gate every week and you never show up?
I don't work in the city.
I don't care.
This ain't this.
I have a major disdain for all of this because you guys are infringing upon my rights.
What's brilliant here is that she didn't just ask them to leave, she made it a condition. If they wanted her statement, they had to earn it by stepping off her property. For once, she was the one setting the rules, and they had to decide if they could play by them. Funny how quickly just doing our job falls apart when they're not the ones holding all the power.
Really?
If we were to come over this fence and search for something,
you did.
No, we come to knock on your door.
You jumped over my.
Okay,
do you see this? Okay, let everybody see this.
No
trespassing.
I'm not worried about
all
that.
of the.
Are you going to give your information that way?
I know you're not, but everybody else
Give
is.
your information that we can leave?
I am. You need to get off of my property before I give you this information.
What happened?
Yes.
You need to get off of my property
later.
before.
Tell me what happened.
You need to get off my property before I actually give this information. You need to get within the easement.
No.
No? Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna give a statement? Tell me what happened.
If she was there, that's failure to record a felony. So that's against the law.
I tried.
Get a warrant for
Sir,
arrest.
I tried.
Well, if you're not helping,
I
then I'll
tried.
get a warrant for your arrest.
I did try. Go right ahead, sir.
Okay.
But you are still trespassing upon my property.
address here.
I've asked you to respect my rights, and you have not.
And I've asked you to give me the information I need.
You have my information, sir.
I do not. I do
Sir,
not know
he
who
has
you
all
are.
of your information.
And
you're
I don't
still
know him. I just met him.
Yeah. I don't have your.
So if I give you my information upon duress, you will leave or get off of my property, and then I can give you my statement. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that a yes?
You're not going to latch the gate until we...
What's truly embarrassing is that the woman knew the law better than the man who swore to uphold it. But this is the job he chose. Put on the badge, took the oath, then tossed it aside the second and got away. When someone enforcing the law knows less about it than the average citizen, you don't have a cop, you have a liability.
Want to close my gate to keep my privacy, correct? Why not?
Because
why?
Because I'm doing an investigation, and you're hindering my investigation.
No, I am not, sir.
Yes, you are.
No,
we're sitting
I am
here
not.
arguing about you giving the statement.
I am very well aware of my rights.
Investigation.
I'm sorry, but I'm very well aware of my rights.
I'm too.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're not.
Are you sure
trespass.
You know all of it?
Yes, I very much do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What law school did you
Funny
go to?
thing. Do I have to go to law school
I don't
to
know, I
know
just
the
thought-
laws?
You're such a good law person. I thought maybe you went to law school.
Okay.
Okay.
Might
Now,
have.
Can you give me a statement?
Never
Tell me
know.
what happened.
I told you if you step off my property,
I can't step
will.
off your property until I talk to you.
You trespassed on my property
We
to
did.
talk to me.
We've already been through that.
You did. Again, you did. You
Again.
trespassed on my property to
Again,
talk
we
to
did.
me.
We climbed over your fence
Yes,
and knocked
you
on
did.
your door.
Even though you had contact information.
I don't have contact.
We don't.
Yes,
we can't
you do.
get. I can't get cell service over. That's why I'm using my radio.
That's funny because everybody gets it outside of my gate, basically.
I apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Me too.
Do you want me to cry for you?
Yes.
Oh, I probably won't.
What's most revealing here is how quickly Officer Kate unraveled that he wasn't the one controlling the conversation. The second she pushed back, couldn't stay calm, couldn't stay professional. He snapped, talked over her, complained about her tone. And that tells you everything, because a real professional knows how to de-escalate. Kate only knows how to dominate.
Sorry, sir.
No worries.
Now, you either give me information or we're going to get a warrant.
I am the property owner.
How do I know? I don't know who you are.
You don't need to know. I am not committed. I am not.
Then how do I know you're the property owner?
Do you have articulating suspicion that I have actually committed a crime? I tried to contact, and I have the call logs.
Who did you call?
I called 911, and it did not go through.
That goes,
You don't need to see it.
That's county.
You do not see it. Doesn't matter.
They did not transfer you to us.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
It dropped.
Okay. Well, I can take care of it. I can.
He was at the back of my property, and I was trying to get the off of
Can I
my
talk for a
property
second?
after the happened.
Can I talk for just a second? You're not being respectful.
Oh, because I'm swearing.
No.
Do you have an issue with that?
Because you're talking over me while I'm trying to say something. That's not respectful. Is it?
After everything, Officer Kate suddenly wanted to switch gears and just get a statement, as if he hadn't spent the last 15 minutes bulldozing every boundary this woman put in place. Now he played the calm investigator, like none of that had ever happened. But that's how officers like this operate. But believe me, his power trip is far from over.
I don't think so. Okay.
I can just not say anything.
I can. Well, that's up to you. If you want to do that, that's fine.
That's fine.
I'll get your information. I'll get a warrant for you, and we'll do it that way.
That's totally fine. You still are trespassing
At that point,
on
you're
my property.
hindering.
You're still trespassing on my property.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Now,
You're sorry that
can
you're
you tell me what
trespassing on my
happened?
property.
Can we move to
As soon
something
as you
else?
tell them what happens, we'll be out of here.
You already know what the happened if you
I
watch the
need
goddamn
your
video.
statement. I need
What
it from
happened? You
you.
were there.
You're a witness.
I did not hear what had transpired when he left the store. I was there to buy alcohol, which he had already consumed apparently 90% of.
You were
what we had-
outside with him when he got into that fight.
Yeah.
Who
And I
it
was
that
trying
he-
to get him
Who was
into-
it that he fought?
No clue.
Did that guy say anything to him?
Yes, apparently.
What did he
What?
say?
Yeah, that
I
helped.
don't know. I don't know.
Well, see,
I don't
if it's
know.
the
I
other
mean,
guy
like,
that
listen,
started it, I need to know
Listen,
that.
I don't know.
Suddenly, Officer K remembered his role, as if playing the concerned investigator would undo the way he forced his way onto her property. Now he tried to guilt her into compliance, using someone else's injury as leverage. But that's not how trust works. You don't just get to violate someone's rights and then act like they're part of your team. The more you watch, the more he will get sillier.
I can tell you right now, with all certainty, the reason why he is not here no more is because I don't know, and the reason why he is not here is because I think he committed a felonious assault.
On him?
Because I had no fucking clue.
Do you want to file the report?
No,
on
no, I do
on
not.
him assaulting you?
He didn't assault me.
I thought, or you assaulted him, right?
No, I smacked him in the
Smacked him in the
face
head.
with his
Okay.
hat several times to get him off that guy.
See, the reason
I
why
don't
we
know.
appreciate you
Yeah.
trying
I
to help
do
that guy.
not
Can
know.
I tell you something though?
I do no,
real
no,
quick?
no. Stop. I do not know what had transpired before I got out of that store.
Very well, but
when
you
that
wanna-
guy was, when I came out of the store, the gentleman was very, I don't know how to explain it. He was very curt with what he was saying,
Okay.
and my boyfriend was very pissed off. He doesn't get pissed off immediately. He does not get pissed off immediately. The altercation that there an altercation that happened verbally.
27. See if she's clear now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely clear.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal, though. Something real quick, though.
No.
Real quick. Well, I'm going to tell you anyways. This guy is seriously injured, okay? So we have to come make contact
I
with any
understand
witnesses.
that.
You understand
Which
that?
is why he's not here no more.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about that's why we're making
Yes.
contact with you.
I
You
understand
that?
Yes.
Of course, after all this back and forth, most normal officers would choose to apologize and walk away, but no, not Officer Kate. He was angry. Someone had questioned his authority, and his new mission became finding more excuses to keep arguing with a woman who had done nothing wrong. What he had in mind next will truly shock you.
Okay,
But you
that's
have
why we're
various
here.
forms of contacting me without infringing upon my
Well,
rights.
We can't call you because we don't have service here, and you can't get a hold of. We can't get a hold of you on the police radio. So that's
Do you
why we're
really
here.
believe that? Is that?
I know.
I
have
don't.
service.
I know you.
I don't
yeah. You step outside of this gate about 5 feet, you have service. I am not. I used to own an internet company, sir. I know the towers around here. I know that when I enter my gate, my cell service stops for about 15 feet.
So
You know
I think
why?
that's her information. I'm gonna
Because
get
of
the picture it
tower.
right now. See if it comes through.
Yeah. Oh, if it comes through. You want me to give me a Michigan ID? Because I'll give you that one too. There you go. Well, I'm sorry if you can't.
792.
You already infringe upon my rights, jump in my goddamn gate, so that pisses me the off.
She's saying
And I'm sorry if I'm a little annoyed.
Police officers like Officer Kate hate people who know their civil rights the most. Think about it. The more people understand their rights, the harder they are to control, right? And for some reason, some cops see their job as controlling people. Can you believe Officer Kate actually asked the woman to show paperwork to prove the house was hers?
But you goddamn trespass. And with the shit that's going on, this shit,
Yes, we did.
that shit.
We've already admitted that.
You know how
we
many
did
meth
kind
heads jump my shit every goddamn week?
And you know who you need to call? The sheriff.
Oh, because you guys are going to show up like 3 hours
We're
later.
not the sheriff.
Oh,
That's where you live at, is in the county.
yeah.
You got to call the
And
sheriff.
3 hours, mother later.
And I agree with
I
you.
don't give.
And I agree with you.
Castle
wouldn't
law.
like that.
Please,
I wouldn't like that.
Please, you very much well need to
Well,
update
if
yourself
something like
on
that's
Castle
happening
law.
again, we'll jump your fence again and make contact with you.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it is how it is.
Infringing upon
They're
constitutional
running
rights.
her
That's
now,
great.
so.
Okay.
That's great.
All right. So they had a verbal confrontation inside the store.
No,
The two
it was
gentlemen.
outside of the store.
I thought you said they had words inside, then they went
No,
outside.
we had
Outside.
a conversation with my neighbor, Juana Maddox, which is kitty corner to here, which you guys were at previously.
I can't hear you.
That was it. He got heated because she was not looking at him while she was talking to him. She was looking directly at me, excuse my words, she was being an absolute. They have been hunting on my land without my permission.
The people over here?
Yes.
Isn't it funny how police never seem to show up when it actually matters? This woman had people shooting across her land, abusing animals, and setting traps they didn't even check, and no one cared. She took her land back, set boundaries, and suddenly that's when the trouble started, because cops like Officer Kane are more bothered when you stop being easy to push around.
Okay.
I previously, 2 years ago, allowed them to hunt my land. They did not even look at their crates that they had out there, or their traps for hogs, for 4 to 5 days. That is inhumane. I am very much an animal person. I will not allow any animal abuse. It doesn't matter if it's bad, right? So I told them, no, you can't do this anymore.
Okay.
So since then, it's been a sour confrontation.
Okay.
So the last 3 months, which I finally took my property back over. My mom previously was living here. I was living with my boyfriend in a different county. We didn't have my property, basically. So we transferred our farm animals back over to here.
Okay.
And have expanded upon basically looking at the entire property and the fence line. Those people have been shooting across my land continually. There are several buckshot marks and several shot marks on every single tree that is in that line that they cut out previously for their traps. Okay. So that's where I guess this started. It wasn't with that gentleman, it was with the neighbor.
Somehow, in the middle of all this chaos, illegal hunting, stolen cameras, trespassing, the officer's biggest concern became that's the kind of useless fixation you only see in bad policing. Ignore the bullets flying past someone's fence, but make damn sure their ID is in order. And even with that, he wasn't done yet.
The neighbor, like I said, being very curt, was and said, oh, we wouldn't do that. I was like, ma'am, you have a literal deer blind like a $7,000 deer blind set up, and within 10 feet of my property there is a deer feeder, which is totally fine. It's within their constitutional rights to do whatever they want on their property. It's not their property. And
what's your Michigan driver's license?
Why the do you need to know that?
This is dispatch.
Get my Texas one.
You have a Texas one?
Yes,
What's
of course
Texas
I do.
One?
So,
can I ask a question about this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have game cameras up over there where all this is?
I did. They're gone now.
Okay.
Somebody took them down.
All right, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. So we've been out there. We've been literally patrolling this entire property.
There's something especially pathetic about cops who dig through old records just to feel powerful again. A worn-out warrant from another state over a DWI she already paid thousands for, and they were treating it like a smoking gun. Not because it matters, but because it's the only thing they have on her. And the second they lose it, they go digging for scraps.
Every night for the last 3 weeks, and it's been absolutely ridiculous. Like where we hear people out, like they'll be yelling or calling out, right?
What's a warrant out of Michigan for?
And they'll be yelling or calling out, and we'll be like,
a warrant out of Michigan?
For what?
Driving under the influence?
You're shitting me.
Nope.
Okay, transport me. I don't
Will they transport?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Try to get confirmation.
I literally have every documentation to prove that
You hear me?
I was sleeping in the back of my car at the back of a bar, and I got a DWI, which is driving while sitting in the bar. To open the windows, I had to reach from the back of the car to put the shit in auxiliary down in 5 $5,000 later, so I went through the symposium, I went through the all.
This is where the mask slipped. When Officer Kate realized he couldn't out-talk her, outthink her, or outmaneuver her, he did what cops like him always do. He threatened her with jail. Not because she was dangerous, but because she didn't follow his orders the way he wanted. Nothing the officers said worked, because she refused to let their words get to her.
They say that this not... That'd be hilarious. Okay, go right ahead, sir.
Okay, listen. I ain't worried about it.
That is hilarious, so thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome. You have a warrant for your arrest. I'm not worried about confirming it. If he wants to, that's fine. We just need to get your information.
That's good to know, because it's never...
We just need to get your information, get out of here. So just
you already have my information, sir. I'm trying to tell him. Will you shut up so I can keep telling you?
Then I will be gone.
I already told you.
No, you didn't tell me.
You did.
You said that I already know it.
He's already said it on dispatch.
Well, that's on dispatch,
I heard him
and I'm
say,
listening to you. I'm not listening to him.
Dispatch.
Okay.
This gentleman can give you.
Well, if she don't want to do it, then I'll just confirm on the warrant. We'll put her in jail. Then you'll have her information.
That's fine.
I'm not going to give up.
I am not going to give up my constitutional rights when I'm being completely.
Ma'am, I got your statement. All I need is your name and date of birth. And then we'll be gone.
Why do you need my name and date of birth?
For my report.
It's policy.
And there it is, the final insult. After trespassing and threatening her rights and digging up an ancient warrant, Officer Kate still had the arrogance to promise he'd be back. It's clear he knew deep down that none of that would actually happen, but his ego needed to say it so he wouldn't feel bad about himself. Listen for yourself.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Is that federal? Texas law?
Texas?
No. No, it's actually not.
If I got,
no, it's
I gotta have
not.
your information.
Sir, it's actually not.
I either need your driver license number or I need your date of birth with your name.
And you have my name, sir. You have my name.
Is that the date of birth?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Well.
Which apparently that shit in Michigan didn't get cleared up, even though after let's see, it was 5,000 and then 9,500 later.
If I give you a witness statement form, will you fill that out and just bring it in when you have time?
Oh, I definitely will.
Okay.
You can count on that. Because I will be definitely submitting a FOIA for this.
Okay.
So.
Well, let me get you a form.
That's great. Thank you. Fuck off my property. Do not trespass again, sir.
Well, if we get a call like this, I'll be
Thanks to the fact that this woman defended her civil rights, the police officers realized it was time to back off and leave. Hopefully they learned their lesson and will think twice next time before acting as if the law belongs to them. If you thought this was bad, don't go anywhere. Our next video is even harder to believe. Just when you think cops can't get more out of line, another one proves you wrong.